Good morning, everyone. Welcome back on Weekly Crypto Review, episode 154. It's Monday again. The market is volatile, let's say it that way. Let's not say uglier things than that. Hey, Mercurio. Hey, Christian. Hey, Azov. Hey, Bukor. Well, someone please tell me if we have good sound and if you can see the image. And then we can go and see the weekly charts. Okay, so let's start with Bitcoin on weekly chart, the chart that everyone hated in October, but now nobody is talking about, or everyone is thinking about, but nobody wants to talk about. Yeah, starting with 2015, 1064 days. Not, we don't calculate in weeks, years, days. 1064 days. Up. 364, one fucking full year of dropping. 1064 days up. 378, but if I zoom out here, you'll see that it's at limit. There are equal lows here. So, kind of similar thing. And if I move that one a little bit, you'll see 1064 days here. Huh? I can even do that. If I consider this one the bottom, let me try to do it properly here. I think I locked this one. Yeah. Let's see if I can do it properly. Locked. Okay. So that's my fault. There you go. And now you'll see even better. So, 364, 1064 days, and we had the fucking top. Local top, the top for the 4 years. If we look left, this was the top. We had a clear, we know for sure there if was the top. No, we said it that we are not predicting, we are just following the numbers, and it's possible to have the local top. Hedge your fucking portfolio. Now we are in the middle of the road with approximately 51% drop from 126 to 76, 52%. How much is a Bitcoin dropping in a bear market or in 1 year of down? Well, usually, if you look here, we'll go to 78.6 retracement. I saw that people didn't understand this chart. Okay, so 78.6 fib. Where is the 78.6 fib this time? Well, 78.6 is here at 40k. If you go on the CME chart, you'll see a big fucking gap there. And because we know from the past, 1 year, 3 years, 1 year, we have 364 days. Okay, that means we'll have the bottom in October 2026. If we are thinking that way, we know for sure that that will happen. No, but we have I don't know, we have something to work on. If we'll see that Bitcoin will drop here in October and we'll try to form a bottom, well, I think we have a scenario. I think we can think, well, everyone will say lower, and we can think, let's dollar cost average, let's buy some. If I show you something else besides that, if I put this one, the crystal globe. What is the crystal globe? It's something I made for fun, or I named it in a funny way. It's simple to do. You take P cycle top and B cycle bottom, you put them together, you modify them a little bit to work together, and then you have the top and you have the bottom. And if I put this one, this is for the P cycle bot. P cycle top never hit this time. far away from hitting, far away from doing anything. But look at the P-cycle bottom. Where P-cycle bottom give us the entry? Here. Start dollar cost averaging here, stop dollar cost averaging here. If will drop, probably will give us another signal around here in this area. It's okay for us to dollar cost average in this area? I think so. I see people being aggressively long here, or I'll buy Bitcoin here because it's good. Okay, I'm not saying it's wrong. But if indeed this was the top and this is a so-called bear market, 1 year of going down, what do we have every time after a drop? Every time, what do we have here? We have some fucking W's. Do you see any W's now on weekly? No. Do you see any W's now like we had here? No. And I could go over and over. Okay? W's. A lot of W's. So, as long as we don't see those W's, I don't think we should be too aggressive long. Could Bitcoin drop more? Yes. What happened when BlackRock and other big ones said that Bitcoin is rat poison and is shit and it will never pump? What happened with Bitcoin? Bitcoin pumped. What's happening now when BlackRock and all the big influencers and big ones are saying Bitcoin is the future? Bitcoin is fucking dropping. Because they are saying that is shit when they want to buy, and they are saying that is the best thing since hot water when they want to sell. They want to give the public some hype so they could unload their bags to the public like they did here. It's so fucking simple. Morning, Angelo. So, that's a scenario I'm playing with. Will go straight down here? No. Look at here. No straight down. We had some bounces. But the bounces are getting weaker and weaker. So probably here at 69, the old all-time high, we'll have some bounces. Actually, on lower time frame, I don't suggest you at 78.6 to be bearish here. I suggest you to think long, because we have support close enough. 69, 70k, it's a support area. So yeah, you can hunt W's here on lower time frame. But the bounces every time got weaker and weaker. You can see down and down. Similar here. So now we have a scenario to play with, because we don't have another way to see what is probably happen next. We saw these numbers. Someone posted on Reddit. Someone posted what was posted on Reddit on VIP. And from that channel, I took the numbers. Yeah, I didn't invent. I didn't discover the numbers. No, someone pointed out. Look at that. And I'm a stupid trader, but I'm not so stupid that I'm not able to look at the numbers. I have to be smart enough to look at the numbers. I check the numbers. Everything is clear. So I have a scenario. I don't know for 100% if this will happen, but I have something in mind. I have a scenario to work on. For the people that ask me if it's a bear market or if it's the top was here. Looking back now, well, yeah, at least the local top was here. Could happen and change that with a move like this. It's possible. It's possible to have, but I think we already had it. Look at it. I was thinking like everyone else that Bitcoin will go higher. Yes, everyone is think that Bitcoin will go a lot higher than it did. Everyone think that altcoins will do something this time. I don't think it was one guy here that said, well, no, this time altcoins will never perform, nothing will move, only Bitcoin will go just slightly 25% above 100K, and then everything will dump. Everyone think higher. I have a lot of shitcoins that are in pain. I have the big the big bags on altcoins that they are not so big anymore if you are considering dollar value. Yeah? What I'll do, I'll just hold. I'll hold and I'll wait until I'll get sell half on a double on some of them. And I'm respecting the plan. We don't have a way to know if this was when we are here. Where is this is the top? We saw the numbers here and we said, well, we don't know if it's the top. Let's post. Let's warn people. Let's see the M on lower time frame. If you go on Paul J Twitter account, you'll see. Yeah, the big M, the ugly M. Everyone was making fun of that. Well, no, it's not possible. People look at the confluence. So at least we had to do here was to hedge our portfolios. And I know a stupid trader that told you here in the top, above 120, at 120, at 110, hedge your portfolio, hedge your portfolio. Short on Bitcoin to protect your spot bags. A lot of the people that heard that message said, fuck you, Paul, you are stupid. Bitcoin is going higher. Okay. And part of the people that they listened, they closed the hedge here, just below the 100K or at 100K level. Sorry, people. Learn to respect the plan you made next time. I know I'm not the only one that still has the shorts here from the top, but honestly, I wanted more people to participate. I wanted more people to protect their capital and be in a good position on the entire period here. Okay, that's Bitcoin on weekly. It is the most important chart for crypto for the moment. Yeah? Like I said, I don't think the market will go straight down here because it has time. Now we are in January. If we see this scenario until October, we can fuck around. We'll probably reach this level 40-45K sooner than October. And that will be the capitulation here. Something will happen and then we'll start bouncing. But we have some bounces to do here. Altcoins still have time to pump, to bounce, to make at least some free positions. I think so. I think we can do that. That being said, that's Bitcoin on weekly. Let's remove the crystal ball. Let's put the list back. This is the index, has the biggest history. If you want to replicate this study, use the index because has the entire history of Bitcoin starting from 2010. So you can replicate your own this scenario. You will find this chart posted on Discord. Now, let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum performed this cycle? No. You cannot say that Ethereum performed this cycle. You cannot say that. Look at it. 2021, 4,000 and something. 2025, 4,000 and something, almost 5K. We are back in the long reload zone. We are here. As didn't perform, I don't expect to underperform either. I expect to be like a stable coin. The lower the better, but you can see we are already just slightly above 2,000. If we'll get a bounce, I don't think we'll pump above 5K, that's for sure in my mind. I have this position back now. I start dollar cost average at 2,800, 2,500 and lower. I have my full position back because I bought here, I sold at 4,000, I reloaded here. Seems like for the moment, that I'll hold that position for a long period of time. But his spot, his dollar cost average, his investment, it's okay for me to hold that position. Huh? And imagine, you bought a nice position here, you sold half on a double, you recovered your money that you invested here. Yeah? And you have free position. Then the same money you invested here, you bought an entire position here. Less Ethereum indeed, because you bought a bit higher. So actually, if you calculate the Ethereum you have free with the position you bought here, your dollar cost average overall on the entire Ethereum position is lower. I'm okay with holding that. I'm okay with staying another year, 1 year, 2 year period, 3 year period until we'll do something nice. I'm here day in and day out, and I think I could make money day trading and hold that position for a long period of time if it's necessary. What we can think now? Well, even on daily, even on weekly, look left. We have some support at $2,000. So I don't want you on higher time frame, swing trading, position trading, thinking, well, let's short this one. I don't think it's the best idea. I just don't think it's the best idea to think short here. I think here is better to wait on daily 4-hour chart for some W's, and we'll have our bounce. Probably back to 2.8 will be a nice bounce. If we manage to get a small W here, we can bounce back and retest this as a resistance. Yeah, Sebastian. Meh Ethereum, or how you want to say it, didn't perform this time. Ethereum this time is Litecoin from the last cycle. Unfortunate. Underperforming everything. Not even shitcoins on Ethereum didn't pump this time, Sebastian. So, okay. Bitcoin, Ethereum, let's take a look at dominance. Dominance is still fighting 60%. If will be to have an altcoin season this year, I have this scenario here in play. Yeah, dumping here. I know now sounds improbable, almost impossible, but let's not predict. Like we didn't predict the top, we didn't predict anything. Let's wait. Let's wait and see what will happen. Let's focus on this one. If we'll see weekly M's, if we'll see something, I know now looks really improbable. But it's still possible to see Bitcoin dominance here at 61.8, 45, 50% in the long reload zone. For the moment, if we zoom in, you'll see that we are still fighting exactly the 60%. I don't like this W price action we see here, that's for sure. Ethereum versus Bitcoin, well, 0.03 was calculated here, was I said that it's possible to get in this level within the hold pump chaser zone. We don't need to keep that one. Now we should focus on the long reload zone. Wyckoff check retest. When we said months ago that it's possible to come back in the long reload zone, everything could go back in the long reload zone. Wyckoff check and form a retest because we didn't retest this W. People laughing, well, no, we'll go straight to the moon. We managed to get this bottom, we managed to see this W. Some people made money on this, trading this chart and this up move, but is underperforming even this one, exactly like Ethereum. Look at it. Is this the fucking entire cycle? Look at it. If you look at Bitcoin versus Ethereum versus Bitcoin, this was the entire move. Down, 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 down. Well, we have something. We'll go at least shorter reload zone. No. Back down. So that's painful. Painful for traders. Painful for crypto people. Okay. That's Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Total market cap. Well, we are not fighting 3 trillion anymore. We are fighting 2.5. Which is ugly. We have support indeed. But also people, do you see what I see here? A, B, C, D. And that's ugly. That's possible, not probable at the moment, but it's painful if you just think about it. It's damn painful to think about this level. Let's hope that will not be the case. 2 trillion. Total 3 is not fighting 1 trillion anymore, is fighting 25% lower. We have support. Indeed, we have support here, like we have on total. So what we can do here, we can wait for W's. We had W's here, we pumped. We had W's here, we pumped. We'll wait for W's, and then if we see weekly W's, we can think higher. Until then, wait. Every week look at the chart, and that's it. Nothing we can do. The CME chart. If you remember, we discussed this one. Look at it. Weekly gap. People said, oh no, daily gap, weekly gaps are shit. No, they're not. Look at it. Look at the gap. So, we'll hold this level. Equal lows here. I don't know. Look at this candle here. This needs retest still. So I think we can dump this week, next week, I don't know when. February, most probably. We'll dump to 69 here. 69, 65 in this area. Because we have support. This is a strong support here. But because we are closer to the support than to the top, we should not think short here on higher time frame. We close the gap. Okay, we are closing the gap here. We can dump a little bit more. Maybe we'll form a W in this area. That W could give us a nice bounce. Now we can adapt even the short reload zone. At any point in time, we can pump in the short reload zone, people. It's improbable now, but it's still possible to see Bitcoin, something good to happen. We'll pump here. Everyone will go to the moon and down again. Okay, that's crypto on weekly chart. Let's take a look at the traditional market, because everyone say, well, crypto is shit, traditional market is the best, and we can do a lot of stuff with traditional market. Indeed, ES is a lot stronger, but it's starting to look ugly here. On weekly, not yet. Not yet. But what do we have here? What do we call this one? We had the same divergence on Bitcoin at that moment. What is that? This is called a confirmed bearish divergence, this EM here. Confirmed bearish divergence on MACD. Okay, OBV is following the price action, but lately, and the last pump on daily and the lower time frame was weak as fuck. You don't see it on weekly, indeed, but on lower time frame, go and study the OBV and you'll see. So yeah, we are at the top of the channel, but if we have a channel and we treat the channel like a range, what we should think here? Just by 2 cents. What we should think here about if we treat the uptrend channel as a range, we should think fake out, no? And back in the middle of the range. Where is the middle of the trend? Here, in this area. We have some gaps to fill. Well, this one is filled, but this one, we know for sure that 95% of the time, the gaps get filled. So what crypto did earlier could happen on traditional market. Also, let's hope it's not the case and we'll play this range. Let's hope it's not the case and we'll play this range and we'll bounce from here. We'll probably bounce on lower time frame anyway. But on weekly is looking kind of toppy here. And strange enough, you don't hear those guys that spread a lot of fear here and here. You don't hear them being bearish this time. Why? I don't know. Anyway, on weekly chart, it's looking kind of a toppy here. That doesn't mean we'll close this live stream and we'll go straight down and that's it. Paul said it until the evening was done. No, it's weekly chart. Will take a lot of time. We can even dump in the long reload zone at the end of 2026. No? To go back down in the range, and you get the idea. Now, let's look at another shitcoin. Look at a nice shitcoin. Gold bugs laughing at shitcoins that they are too volatile and well, look at you, you lost 50% and 10% and 20% in a day. Your Bitcoin is shit. Well, Friday, if I remember correctly, or Thursday, gold was $5,600. Now it's $1,000 lower. Look at it. Sebastian, news are for public. I think there's something else behind the scenes. They release some files, finally, some files, and now they need to distract the attention from those fucking files to the market. And other reasons, because there are a lot of news dispersing the attention of the public. Yeah, everything happened all of the sudden in the same time. And note that in your journal, and you'll see every time something bad happens that affects them or is about them, you'll see bad things happen everywhere, or something to distract our attention. All of the sudden, everything is moving, everything is happening. So we have a bottom here? No. We can think, someone asked me where we'll have the top on gold. Well, we don't know when we'll have the top. I wanted this candle. Look at the candle. This is the candle I was speaking about to form the top. And now we are waiting for a bounce in the short reload zone. And this is our area where we can think about shorting on higher time frame. Don't think this will not be retest. Will be only a top. No, we'll retest at some point in time. And that will be our entry for a short. I saw people scalping and making money on the short side. Yes. And I really enjoyed them seeing them making money on the short side. Because they used what we are teaching. They used setups. They used the risk management. They said, well, fuck it, is risky, but the risk reward is there, so I'll take it. Okay, that's gold. We are reaching support here, so don't come here in this year and say, well, I'll short it because it's going back to 1,000. Yeah, probably will go to 2,000 at some point in time in the next gold bear market, but we'll probably bounce first here and then we'll do that. So don't be short here. Don't be the last one to short. Our favorite chart, silver. Well, it was this one the trade of the year? Well, maybe. You can see what happened here. We took here, we made money. Take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3 here. Look at the candle, look at the silver chart. This is let's just think of, see what do we have here? Price range. Yeah. What Bitcoin did from October until now, talking about shitcoin and shit, yeah? What Bitcoin did from October until now, silver managed to do in 2 fucking days. So, gold bugs, please don't say that crypto is volatile and it's ugly and it's a shit because gold and silver are the future. No, same shit, different pile. Yeah? What Bitcoin managed to do from October, November, December, January to dump 50%, your favorite metal did in 2 days. Or 1 week, let's say 2 weeks. So I don't want to hear anyone, well, crypto is volatile. No, when they want to dump it, they'll dump it. By the way, you saw on general chat that they removed that stop of 10% a day, and they let the market dump 30% in a day because someone had a big short and had to maximize the profit. Anyway, at the same time, study the narrative last week when they said, well, no more silver, no more gold. Well, because China, because that. No, they manipulated the market. They took advantage in the up move, they took advantage in the down move. The game is rigged by them, for them. So if you don't have a clear plan and you are not a wise trader, retail trader, you don't stand a chance. You lose money anyway. You stand a chance if you respect the plan and the risk management and you know what you are doing. You have a chance to make some money. Up and down, you can make money. But if you don't have a plan, imagine this move up move. You manage to say at 100, you'll say, well, I'll buy it because it's going to 5K, 500. And you added in the possible, well, it's going higher and higher. And you don't know what you are doing. And now you are liquidated. Ugly. Ugly as shit. Don't think short now. We can dump a little bit more, yes, but same thinking. Same thinking here. We'll bounce probably here and then we'll dump. Maybe not weekly, but on daily chart you'll see it even better. Copper, similar, pump and dump, but not as volatile, not as ugly. Gold versus silver, well, we have something I still don't see that, let's call it bottom, but at least a something. Yeah, it's a pump. Yeah, we can push higher, but I don't see that yet. I still have that position on silver. I took profit most of it, but I still have a good chunk. I'll wait with that one, with the stop loss at risk free, at break even. Let's go back on weekly. Well, explain to me. Gold is dumping. Yes, it's dumping. Oil is dumping. Everything is dumping. Everything is pumping in the same time. Well, if you know the market from the past, you know that that's unusual. The moon? Well, the moon has to be there somewhere. Let's see. Where is the moon? And there is the moon. Why? Do you think I don't have the moon? No, the moon is there. So everything pumping and dumping in the same time, it's unusual. It's unusual. DXY on weekly chart. Yeah, support and resistance. If you remember this chart from the past, if you are following us from some time, you know this support and resistance level. Short reload zone, dumping, AB equals CDs, long reload zone, retest of this one at some point in time. Yeah, nothing fancy, usual. We can dump here, yes. We should think short here. We should think, well, we'll go lower. Well, maybe we'll go to 95, maybe to 94, but we should think long from here, or thinking higher again, because this is a big range, nothing else. Okay, remember here in the short reload zone, people thinking higher. Remember here thinking that, well, the XY will go to the moon. Anyway, that's the overview on higher time frame. We'll do a short one on a daily chart to see what we have, and then we'll try to find some lower time frame setups. But because it's Monday, and usually Monday is not a good day for trading, we still have to wait for the Monday high, Monday low. I prefer to focus on the higher time frame every Monday to do that. Daily chart. Bitcoin here. Well, I don't want to see this one. I want to see this. On daily chart, what do we have here? All-time high at 69, and we have this SFU level. It's teasing that level, you can see. And doesn't want to go lower, but it will. I don't know. Let's wait. Probably Tuesday morning we'll have better levels. I said I'll play that SFU. Okay, if the market will come here, take the level, and then reclaim, I'll play a setup. But I'm not selling my house. It's a setup. I'll risk 0.5 or 1%, max 1%. Most probably 0.5. So on daily here, we can remove this long reload zone. Not valid anymore. This one is still valid until we'll take this level. Then not valid either. AB equals CD is pointing out in the same direction we said. Sorry, people. in the same direction we said on higher time frame, weekly chart. Aggressive, ugly, but it's there. Look at it. You take this one, you take this one, you take the level, you point from the top to the bottom, you can see 50k, 52. Will go straight down? No. Will probably bounce here, retest this 85, 90k, and then down. This is a good area to think short? No. Definitely not a good idea to think short. You think short and will dump until 69? Where you put your stop loss? Please tell me, in this move, where the fuck you put your stop loss if you are shorting here? You put the stop loss here? Or you put the stop loss here? You don't have at least 1-to-1. So no, it's preferably better to SFU this level and play along, or wait for a W in this area. In this area, somewhere in this area. But it's too late for short ideas. It's too late to hedge your portfolio. It's too late to do anything on Bitcoin. On the short side. On the long side, well, let's wait and see. Okay, Ethereum on daily. Similar like on weekly, is looking bad. We have 78.6. SFing this level will probably produce a bounce. But if you want to stay on higher time frame, that's fine. But I suggest to go on 4-hour chart and hunt something. And probably tomorrow will be a better day to trade Ethereum. This is my 2 cents. Dominance. Similar view like on weekly. We discussed that. Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Wyckoff check could be the level. For the moment, on daily is still fighting 003. We cannot say, well, we'll go straight to this level. No, it's fighting this level. Let's see if we'll lose this battle or we'll bounce back. We don't know. So don't be too aggressive. Well, we'll dump here. Maybe. Maybe yes. Maybe not. Let's wait and see. If we'll touch this level and then we'll form a W, at least we know something. We have a long reload zone. We have a Wyckoff check. We definitely should look for longs here. Total market cap, nothing we can say about it. Gold and silver and in ES, nothing fancy. Similar with weekly. You can see the dump and the gaps formed on daily here. I don't suggest you to trade ES today. Maybe an SFU of this level, maybe a SFU of this level, but nothing else. Let's wait until tomorrow. Gold, yeah, ugly. This is the support area here. So we can dump even more, people. We can dump even more. Stairs up, elevator down. Usual, nothing fancy. Now, if you want to think about back in the short reload zone, you have to wait for W's. You have to wait for something, for a setup. Until then, we can dump even to $4,000 here. That's $500 lower. So without a setup, don't touch it. By the way, I remember someone posted in the general chat, don't fuck around. Don't fuck around with silver. Don't fuck around with gold. Silver the same. We have some support here, but we can go all the way down here to 50, 55. I don't have a setup to long again. If you want, you can draw a long reload zone. You can wait for a setup. You have a support here. The rest of them, nothing fancy. So that's the overview for today, people. I know that is not what you want to hear. I know that this chart looks damn ugly with this scenario, 1 year of bear market. But the good news is, well, more than 50% is already done here. The pain will be bigger here in the default dump here and stay here. That will be ugly. Why? Because not even traders will be able to make too much money. By the way, even if investing goes belly up and it's painful and takes a lot of time or maybe will not succeed, as a trader, I cannot complain, people. As a trader, I had volatility, I made money, I'm making money as a trader. If you want to join us and learn how to trade, that's up to you. I know that not everyone is made to be a trader, but who wants and is capable of trading, you feel free to join us. Start with $100 challenge, start with couple one, start low and safe, and demonstrate yourself. You can manage a small portfolio, and then you can increase that one. Don't start from the top, start from the bottom. I know some people that they are able to trade. They are lazy, they don't want to do that. Well, unfortunately, this time as investor, even OGs from TRI, if you remember them, a lot of them, they said, well, fuck it, I don't want to trade, I want to invest. It's a lot of money to be made and less effort. Well, it doesn't work anymore. This cycle was different, indeed was different. Investors didn't make money. I don't want to look at my altcoin portfolio anymore. If I want to break my day, to destroy my day, I'll start the day with looking at altcoin portfolio. And then I'll be upset the entire day. So, learn to trade, people. Learn to trade, because otherwise, it's hard to make money in this market. Okay, that's the overview. Let's go on calendar for the moment. And you can see the big events. Today in the New York session we have PMI. Careful, big news. Tomorrow we have job openings. Careful, big news, same hour, New York session. Wednesday, inflation rate in Europe. Okay, and then 5 p.m. again in the New York session, PMI again. Thursday, Europe news in the beginning of the New York session. And Friday, we have payrolls, consumer sentiment, unemployment rate, again, big news. So we'll probably have a lot of volatility. I don't think it will be a boring week. No. If you are a day trader, be careful in the news. Half an hour before, half an hour after, don't fuck around, because you'll find out. But as a swing trader, as a day trader, a smart day trader that knows to stay the fuck out when he needs to, I think we'll have enough volatility, we can make some money. Or we can lose some money. Well, Stefan, Yogi is pushing it because I didn't allow him to join Discord. And he's trying different methods to do that. Maybe next time, Yug. Couple one is already full. And if I do an exception, is for someone I know, someone that is already in Discord and I know something about him. Yeah. Couple one and couple two already started yesterday, February 1st. Kappa 2 will have the first live stream Wednesday. Kappa 1 Friday. Yeah, we still have late registration for people interested, but not too many people. Imagine that if we'll accept 1 or 2 more people in Kappa 1, maybe 1 if it's good enough, and if it's something something I see consistency, maybe we'll accept in Kappa 2. That depends mostly on Stefan. But we already started the programs. Well, you can learn from Stefan Twitter, you can learn from these live streams, you can still watch the daily crypto plans. So there are other people you can learn from, you, not necessarily from us. Okay. So, a lot of news. Be careful. Put the calendar in front of your, or somewhere like I do here, to watch it every day, to see it in the morning, so you'll know what is next. That if you are a day trader. If you are not a trader, if you are only an investor, you don't need this calendar. You don't care about it. Okay, Twitter. He's tweeting. Nothing fancy. Not too many people are interested in crypto anymore. That's good. Not bad, actually. If you are in Discord and you cannot send a message on general chat and you see only 3 channels, get verified. At the end of the month, we still have kind of 2.5 weeks. After 1 month from the beginning of the verifying people that don't have a role, people that they are not able to push that button and get verified, guess what? You'll be removed from Discord. People, on one hand, people are trying to get in Discord and they are fighting for that place in Discord, and we have people that they are not active anymore. Sorry, if you are not active, for the people that they don't care about crypto anymore and they don't push that button, I'll remove them from Discord. Okay, lower time frame. This chart, what do we have here? We can trade something like this. What we can do here? Please tell me what we can do here. Well, we can hope for an SFU of this level. We can think of a W or something in the London session. But mostly, we should wait, people. We should wait until tomorrow to have the range, to have the Monday range. So yeah, the dump was aggressive. We can still put, for example, short 3 low zone. Okay. Come on. Let's put a short 3 low zone. If the market will bounce straight there, well, that's the area where you want to short. For a long, SFU of this level or lower, below this level, if we'll not take this SFU, maybe a bit lower, we will form a W. But I don't see a setup for the moment, people. That's the problem. Look at it. The OBV is telling us a story. RSI is still in the oversold area. No, thank you. Ethereum. Not even that. Look at it. Not even that. We had this house level. We stopped here. We stopped here. Couple of 2 people, you'll understand what I did here with this range. Yeah, range. Below the range. Same range. The range gained from Kappa 2. Where we are now. In the middle of the next range. What we should do here. Stay out. Yeah, if we'll form W's and if we'll see a general setup, maybe. But I don't see anything special here on 4 hour. Look at it. OBV is without any divergence. RSI, no divergence. Still in the oversold area. We can form something here. But it will take time to form a W here and get the fuck out from the oversold. The best long signal for Ethereum will be a bullish divergence here in the RSI. And then after confirm this divergence, when it's getting the fuck out from the oversold area. Not as long as it's staying in the oversold area. No. When it's getting out, it's getting back in the normal, then probably we have a chance for a long. Until then, it's better to stay on the sidelines and wait. Yeah, that means you're not allowed to join Discord. Anyway, either you join the Discord and you left, that will not give you a second chance, you're banned already from joining Discord. Either you are banned from a long time. Either way. I don't do exceptions and I'm not removing the bans. If you decided at some point in time that Discord or Crypto Traders Arena Discord is not good enough for you, well, so be it. I accept that. I don't have a problem with it, but you don't have a second chance. Okay, so let's wait. Probably the best for a 4 hour chart, for 1 hour, for day traders, for scalpers is to wait until tomorrow to have the Monday range. Today, play some SFUs, but you can see Ethereum is not the best, not even, I'll go in 1 hour. Do you see anything here? Yeah, I see some potential bullish divergence. I see a little bit of double here, but it's not enough for me to do anything. Especially seeing that, well, gold is dumping, yes, it's dumping, everything is against pumping today. You want to long Ethereum? No, you want to wait for a proper setup. And look at it, now is closer to the $2,000 than to $3,000, even closer than 2,500. So now 2,000 is like a magnet. Imagine thinking simple without knowing too much TA. Well, now it's closer to $2,000. Maybe wants to hit that level. Usually, the best idea is to wait for W's, because you can see here. No W, no W, no W. That keep your portfolio safe in this dump. Okay, Bitcoin, Ethereum, shitcoins. People, I don't want to talk about shitcoins until I'll see daily W's. Yeah, because we lost the low. I told you multiple times, at least for our W's, preferably daily W's, don't fuck around and don't go and scalp on 50-minute chart is not enough. I said, let's wait for the long reload zone. And this is a good example. This one. No W, no trade. No W, no trade. We attempted a couple of them. Small risk. We managed to get risk free in most of them. We made some money on some of them. But mostly we protected our capital. And if a lot of people said that, well, Paul, you are stupid when the market was here because you are waiting in the long reload zone, as usual, well, now they are not laughing anymore. And I don't care what shitcoin you have, it's looking similar, most likely. This one is fighting 50 cents. Okay, but seeing the state of the market, give me a W. Give me something else there, because otherwise I'm not playing the setup. I'm waiting. Yeah, I have Aster on spot, but that's a different story. Here the same. So I could look at all the shitcoins, people. If I'm not seeing daily W's, at least daily W's, breakout and retest. I want to play the retest, not even the breakout. I don't want to hear about them as a setup to risk my money. Someone said, and yeah, he's right. Well, altcoins, they are not dumping anymore. Well, wait a little bit. Wait a little bit. First dump on Bitcoin, they are holding. The second dump, they all get destroyed. So if you get a bounce on Bitcoin and then we dump more, see then what will happen with altcoins. And don't tell me they cannot dump more, because they could dump another 90% from here. Yeah, look at this one. This one is looking nice on daily. Yeah, if you want to play something, think about this one. Pump, dump, fake out, dump, W, breakout, retest. So if you go on lower time frame when you are doing something like this, I think this one has a chance to play something. Look at it. I don't care about the ticker, I care about the chart. Let's see the chart. Long grid, no, this one, sorry. There you go. So give me a W here, probably at 78.6 is the best. And maybe I'll think about it. No W, no trade. You can even go on 4-hour chart and hunt a W. Look at this candle. Needs a retest? Yes. If the retest will happen, at least 50%, and then we'll do a W, maybe we stand a chance. ZEC. Well, how many of you still have the ZEC short from the top? Everyone is calling themselves traders, but how many of you still have the ZEC top? You remember the ZEC? You still have that one? ZEC on spot. It's where I frame the trade. Let's put 1-hour chart. A stupid trader framed a setup here and told you the take profit should be here. It's getting there. In this pump here, I told you don't touch it because it's not pumping. It's just a dead cat bounce. And dead cat bounce was indeed. Now, if you remind me, Manus, about the ZEC, let me remind you about something. What did we say when everyone was playing the narrative on privacy coins? I know a stupid trader that told you that I hate privacy coins for two reasons. Nobody, no state likes them, no government likes them, and usually are a bad sign. Is the last to pump and then will dump. Now, looking back, yeah, it's obvious. But you'll forget until next time. So put it in your fucking journal so you remember. And next time when you hear me talking about this, you'll not laugh. You'll say, well, yeah, Paul, we saw it last time. I have it in my journal. I know it. It's usually a bad sign. Everyone, well, is pumping. Monero is pumping. Well, Monero pumping is a bad sign. You didn't learn that until now? Monero pumping is a bad sign. Okay. Let's go back here. So, W in 78.6? Maybe. Maybe a setup will form. We don't have the setup yet, but we can hunt some. I'll take some requests. Let's see what we have on the... Took a Bitcoin short yesterday. Well, I still don't enjoy shorting altcoins, people. I don't enjoy shorting altcoins. They don't have enough juice in them. If you are a day trader, a scalper, okay, I understand. Up and down. VIP people get setups, short setups, long setups. That's their job to trade. By the way, registration on VIP is open. Not too many places open this month. Why? Because we had that January, February offer, and all the people are still in. So I don't know, less than 10 places open for this month. If you want to join VIP, DM Stefan. Stefan has to discuss with you, accept you, and then we'll let you pay and become a VIP member. Okay? In the same time, if you want to participate, well, DM Stefan. Don't wait until we'll close the registration, because otherwise it's hard to enter. We had an attempt of pumping Litecoin, Sebastian, and we made a fuss about it. If you remember, I said, well, what the fuck you want to do with Litecoin? You are trying to create a pump, and you saw them telling Stefan it's stupid and things like that. That was the sign. Weak sign, but that was all we got this time. Looking back was obvious, but looking back will not help us to make money. So let's take a look what we have here. Bitcoin Cash. Threatening people? Who the fuck I'm threatening? I'm not threatening anyone, SSP. I don't, you have to understand, Discord is a private server and we accept only the people we want to accept. It's that simple. It's not a democracy. It's not something, well, I have to let you in. No. It's a private club and that's it. Manus. I'm not saying that XVG is not something, but you really want to play around? Now we need to start, if we will start another altcoin season at some point in time, we need to start properly. If we'll start with the worst shitcoins again, that's a bad sign. So no Litecoin pump. I see someone saying about hype. Well, let's take a look at hype. Let's take a look at hype on daily chart. I want the spot. people, buying, I don't know, buying. Yeah, dollar cost averaging hype is not a bad idea. I'll take the KuCoin chart. Yeah, because we have some drawings already. You remember here? $10. You remember when a stupid trader told you this is the level I want, and this is the level I'll buy, and this is the level I bought? At least me and Stefan. I don't know the rest of you. Because I'm not responsible for what you do. I'll tell you what I do with my own money, but I'm not responsible. We bought $10. We sold half on a double. We sold half on a double again. We pumped here and everyone was bullish, will go to 100. And I said, well, I bought 10. How the fuck you want to convince me to buy 60? It's impossible. Well, but now if you draw the fib from the low to the high, you had a long reload zone. It's holding for the moment. If you want to dollar cost average, you have to stay on daily and weekly. And to be honest, let's not assume lower levels. Let's assume this as a low. Okay, $10, $60. You are okay with slowly dollar cost averaging below 28, below 61.8 long reload zone. We had the week from the 10 October. Okay, we had that. Market did the right thing, retested that level, sweep that liquidity. So now it's clean. And now we have a bounce. I don't believe this bounce. I think we'll go sideways for some time, for a lot of time. But for me to dollar cost average again, I need to see it below these levels. What is below these levels now is good for me to dollar cost average. I have a nice position on hype, on spot, and I'm holding that one. But I'm willing to add below $20, slowly. So two conditions, below $20 and slowly dollar cost averaging. A trade here doesn't make any sense here. Long and short doesn't make any sense. I don't have a setup for short, could pump a bit higher, but for a long is too late. For a long was this W. And by the way, this W is not tested yet. So the market could come back down, retest this level. Mon 4 hour W. Like I said, SSP, slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Don't. Well, we lost these lows. We have a big yam here. Actually, this is creating most probably a range. The best case scenario range. Why? You had some W's here with ugly price action here. Took the liquidity, then they bounced. Then they create this big yam. And now we are retesting that big yam. And now we have a W. That means stay the fuck out and let it be. Yeah, because you have this yam above you. I don't think it's the best idea to long here. Maybe I'm wrong. Who the fuck knows? If you want to fuck around and find out, it's up to you. But seeing that yam makes me think we'll go sideways. Well, 0.5 and 0.5 and 0.5 and 0.5 fucking around multiple times will add up SSP. So even if you are risking a small amount, fucking around too many times is not a good idea. Okay? Because in time, they'll add up and will eat your portfolio. Okay, let's see anything else. Mina and Super. Come on. Mina. Something special about Mina? No. So you draw my attention on a chart that looks like shit. Why? What is so special about it? Or you just want me to look at it because you have a position? Come on. Why I should look at this one? Look at it. What is special about it? Will probably go sideways for a long period of time. It's losing some level, has this 10 October dump a lot lower, Huh? The wick is here. Until then, usually it's not a good idea to touch it. Like I said, everything looks similar these days. New lows, nothing special, nothing, well, at least the OBV is looking okay-ish here on 4-hour chart, but no setup. Come on, what do you want to do here? You need, like I said, well, because we had the dump, because everything looks ugly, we need daily W's. Do you see daily W's anywhere on altcoins? In a good location, you see a proper setup? I don't. So Dusk had his day in the sun. We pumped and now we're dumping. You think it's wise to take a look at that? You think it's wise to play around with that? No. You should draw a fib from here. I'll do it. And wait. But wait for a proper setup with a long consolidation, because this was a pump and a dump. 78.6. So I think the best location will be with this one. There you go. Look at the gap here. You think this gap will remain here and will pump from here and everyone will be happy? No. Probably will go to 88.6 and then we'll fuck around in this area for some time, and then you'll see daily W's and weekly W's and we'll start again. Yeah? People, let's call it a live stream, because otherwise, with 75, 100 people in the chat, I'll have to draw fibs and look at all the charts from altcoin land, and I'll see the same thing. What do you want to do here? Nothing you can do here. You can do something like this. Simple. Well, there you go. You have some confluence here. If you pump more, okay, draw the fib. You can see it's not moving too much. Nothing you can do there. You cannot short, you cannot long. Just let it come back down here and form another W. It will take some time. Yeah. People, when the market is ugly, the best thing to do is stay the fuck out. Yeah. I posted on Premium, because Premium are mostly swing traders. I posted on Premium. People, I'm here, I'm hunting, I don't see swing trades. It's better for us to wait until we'll have clear setups. That's why I'm not posting setups, because I don't see opportunities. That was last week before the dump. Now you understand why I posted that message. Now you understand why I had that approach, because I didn't saw setups, I didn't saw anything special. I said, well, let me protect my capital. And now if you stay the fuck out, you'll be happy. You'll say, well, all the setups that I saw last week, they are belly up now. Okay? So, if you see daily W's, feel free to join tomorrow, every day of the week, in this live stream, in the daily crypto plan actually, and pinpoint, well, Paul, I have this altcoin that has a daily W. It's formed a daily W and it's trying to retest. Maybe it's a good idea, but showing me the same chart over and over again, different ticker, but no W, no nothing, will not help me, will not help you. Okay? Learn to have patience. Learn to wait for setups. Algo. I'll take Algo and that's it. Algo, I'll take it because it's an old shitcoin and I want to see it on this template specifically. There you go. We have a lot of drawings here on Algo. What the fuck happened here? Let's put weekly chart. You remember Algo? I do. because I have algo on Road to Financial Freedom. I have this shit. And we bought here and we sold half on a double, and we bought here and we sold half on a double, and now it's back at the support. Do I see any W's here? No. I have more room to buy it? Give me W's like this from 2023, 2024, and I'll think about it. Until then, no. Let it test the lows. Let do whatever the fuck it wants. I don't see anything special. It's a good location, okay, on weekly, I get it, but give me weekly W's. For all shitcoins, I don't even want to think about daily W's. I want weekly W's. Yeah, looks good. Why? SSP looks good as what? Looks good as location. But having a location doesn't make a setup. And you'll learn, if you are in Capua 1, you'll learn the location is the first reason. Important, the most important reason, but not enough for a trade. Okay? So, yeah, we have location, but look at it. We stayed in this location in 2023 for August, September, October months. Imagine. We'll do the same. And maybe we'll sweep the lows, which is probable to happen this time, because this one underperformed already. Well, people, let's call it a live stream. If you want to join Discord, when you apply to join Discord, treat those questions seriously. Okay? Don't fuck around. Don't fuck around, because usually it's not working. 10-20% will be accepted. If I don't accept you, don't be upset. You can still follow us here on YouTube. You can still follow us on Twitter. I'm keeping the Discord community small, and I prefer to have really consistent members in it. And I'm building that consistency. I will remove people that are just curious. They are not interested in trading or investing or learning. Discord is for people that they really are part of our community, our family, let's call it that way. Okay? VIP is open for the next couple of days. Capua 1 and Capua 2 late registration open. Not too many places open. I'll do exceptions. I'm in the exception already, because we are full on both of them. Okay, people. 1 hour and 15 minutes already, blabbing away by myself here. Hit the like button, hit the dislike button, repost if you want, share it with your friends if it's any value. See you tomorrow morning in the daily crypto plan. Tomorrow we'll have the daily crypto plan as usual for public. Then Stefan will probably go and do a scan of the market, and we'll do day trading with Stefan. Tuesday, it's a good day to do that because we have the Monday range. So Stefan will do it for public. In the New York session, all the Discord members have access. So take advantage if you want. That being said, protect your capital. See you next time. Bye-bye.